Hi guys, now we are going to know about the orthographic projections of these exact models. First time, set the units of just a type a command of UN in a command line and set the parameters of 0.0 in the decimal line as well as a millimeter in the Unix portions. In the drawing, there is three different kind of views. One is in front section view, another one is in top view and the bottom view. Basically, the third angle projection is nothing but starts from the top view. At the bottom of these portions, we draw a front view as well as a side view for representing the third angle view. First, I initially draw a front section view at this part. Then we can easily draw on rest of the profiles. The horizontal line is nothing but the diameter. The overall diameter is 68 mm. Half of the values I just mentioned of 34 mm. Then draw one vertical line. It is nothing but a 50 mm. Afterwards, then draw another horizontal line. In this line, the first representations of this initial portion is an overall diameter is nothing but the 40 mm. So I am just to mention the half section value. It is 20 mm. Once I mention the values and draw one vertical line. After that, we just trim the rest of the portions likewise. Again, choose a line profiles. Draw from its particular center point. Look at this cavity area. That is a whole portions. It is the primary part of the overall solid body. First, we are going to draw the center line profiles. It is nothing but the 60 mm diameter, so I just mentioned the half of the values is 30 mm. Again, the bottom portion. In the bottom view, it is clearly explained is 56.1. Half of the value is 28.05. Just to mention it, then connecting the two opposite endpoints. Now we get the center line. Next, we just need to draw profiles from this portions itself. Either we can delete the bottom line completely or we can use this bottom line as a reference. That's why I use Ctrl plus Z to undo the features right now. From the center point, let's draw a rest of the profiles. From the center point, the overall dia for the circular portions is 4.5 mm. It's clearly indicated in the bottom view. 4.5 mm. Half of the value, that is the radius values is 2.25 mm. Just to mention it. Then escape. Again, select a line profile, start from its top point and draw one horizontal line. It is nothing but the overall dia is 8.4 mm. Half of the value is 4.2 mm. Look at the top view, 4.2 mm. Then connecting the two opposite endpoints now. Same as like that, we are going to draw profiles in the right portion area. Again, choose a line profiles, start from its top endpoint. First initial horizontal line distance is 4.2 mm. Again, selecting a line profile from this endpoint, just to mention 2.25 mm and connecting the two opposite endpoints. The whole profile is now drawn. Okay. Now look at the area. There we have some kind of outer zones we need to draw from this exact area. Look at these portions. In the outer region, it is the overall diameter of 90 mm. So select a line profile, start from its endpoint. The overall diameter is 90 mm. Half of the values is 45 mm. So mention only 45 mm. And draw one vertical line. It is a length of 6 mm. So mention 6 mm. Next, we can either draw on a horizontal line. Before that, we need to position where it is exactly placed. So, again, I am going to choose a line profile from the center point. Look at these portions. Here we need some kind of a reference portion before drawing our line profile. So choose a line, start from the top endpoint. The half of the overall diameter is 78 mm. Half of the region is 39 mm. Once we mention the 39 mm, the particular profiles are placed and connecting the two opposite endpoints now. Afterwards, draw one horizontal line. Based on the intersections, just to trim the rest of the portions we want. Type a command of TR in a command line, double enter it and choose whatever the parameters and areas we need to remove from the zone. Select this area. Okay, once we draw a profile, next again choose a line from its area. Already we draw some kind of reference line up to the distance of 39 mm. From the endpoint, I am going to draw one vertical line profile. The overall height is 65 mm. The initial zone is 50 mm. The rest of the portion is only 15 mm. So just to draw only 15 mm of line profile vertically. Okay. Then choose a line again. Start from this particular point. Based on the reference, we can easily draw in a collinear directions from the reference entities and close the entire profiles. Again type a command of tr in the command line. Then trim the rest of the portions which we want to remove the area. The sections are totally gets removed. And the right portions is covered. We are going to mirror the right portions into a left region to draw the entire area. So type a command of mi and select whatever the entities we need to trim from right to left. Select each of its every entity now, one by one. Both the horizontal line as well as the whole zones. Only exclude this vertical line itself. Rest of the portions we just trim from right to left region and draw one vertical center line. If I want to remove the source object, no. Now you choose the additional excess parameters. That is an excess line. Then draw one horizontal line to closing the entire bodies. Almost our front section views is drawn now. Then delete the excess portions also. Now select this vertical line and choose this rest of the portions. First the top one, second the top one, again select and delete it. This is the additional line profiles. We cannot able to join the complete line into a single entity. So closing the gaps. Here we have a different kind of entities or separate from each other. Just to type a command of J is a join command and choose whatever the lines we need to join from one portions to another portions. If the line is in continuity, then we can easily join the profiles. Again choose a join command and select one by one in the right region. Horizontal line, vertical line. Based on the continuity, we can be able to join the overall profiles. The right portions is joined now. Again, type a command of J and choose this particular profiles. One by one. And enter it. It is joined now. Then we can use this centerline parameters. Go to annotate, select centerline and choose two opposite line profiles to create a centerline now. It is also added a line format in a bilayer itself. Look at it. Here we had another line profiles that is called center line. Then choose two opposite center lines. First one and choose center line now. Because it is a whole body, we need to represent a center line in this area. Almost it is converted. There we have a sectional areas in these portions. How we can clearly indicate the zones? By using of hatches. Type a command of H and choose whatever the closed portion we need to apply the hatches. Once we selected and increase the scale numbers, then only we can able to give in complete way. Once I increase the scale ratio, automatically the hatches represent on this area. Now the front views, it is clearly drawn. Based on the reference of our front view, then we can easily draw a top views. Top view is the primary view, that is the first view compared to third angle projections. For my reference, I use the construction line. Type a command of Excel in a command line and choose only a vertical. Then select different kind of an endpoints. It is now a reference. Also the center line. Based on the center line, type a command of C to draw a circular profile up to the reference. This is the first circular profile to represent the outer region. Again, choose a circle from the center point, then draw another circular profile from the second reference. Again, use a construction line. Type a command of Excel, select vertical and select this endpoint, that is the first point, two opposite one. Based on the reference, then draw another circular profile which is tangentially made with this vertical line profile. Type a command of C from the center point, it is made with these portions. Again type a command of Excel, Then same as like using a vertical line to choose the reference of our bottom point. Because it is a tapered portion, not a cylindrical zone, it is a tapered one, like a conical sections. You need to represent the bottom portions also. So select two opposite bottom points and use a circular profile to draw from the center point up to the reference. Next, we need to draw whole profiles also. Again, type a command of Excel and just to position it at the center point itself on two opposite portions. Based on the center points, we can able to draw a pitch circle. From the pitch circle, we can easy to draw a whole profiles. So use a circle command from the center point up to the reference. Again, choose a circle profile. From the initial quadrant, the diameter is nothing but 8.4 mm. If you look at the picture, it is clearly indicate on the left zone. It is 8.4 mm diameter. Just to mention 8.4 mm. Again, we need a second reference, second pitch circle in this area for drawing a second profiles. Look at the bottom one. There is a reference area. Type a command of Excel again and choose a vertical. Just to locate this bottom center points on the two opposite portions. One portion is enough. Once we draw the profile, we can able to use an array to increase the number of the instance. Okay, now from the center point, I just draw one reference circle tangentially made with this vertical line profile and draw another circular profile from the same point. It is represent like a 4.5 mm diameter. Only mention a diameter of 4.5 mm. It is placed properly. Then delete it because it is only for a reference purpose only. Now one of the profile is drawn. Look at it. Almost we draw profiles. Only we need to create a center portions itself. It is nothing but the diameter of 40 mm. So use a circle to draw this particular portions on the center zone. Again, pick a circle from the center point. Initiate a diameter of 40 mm. Select it and mention that. Then we need to remove the excess portions. That is, delete all the construction line now. Either we can use E command to erase the portions or we can simply select this overall profiles and delete it. Okay. Then use an array entities. Before that, just selecting the circular profile, change it into a reference line because it is only for a pitch circle. Now we have 8 different circular profiles at the 8 different locations. Just to use AR command in a command line and select this 2 different circular profiles. Enter it. Then use a polar method and pick these locations and change the instance mode into 8 numbers. It is placed equally along with an angle of 360 degree. The top view is clearly drawn based on the reference of our front section view. If you take a look on the third angle projection, there is 3 different types of views. One is a top view, another one is a front view, then the next one is side view. Already we draw a front section view. In the conical section, the front section, front view and side view remains in same condition. Currently, we draw a profile in a sectional view. Next, we are going to draw in a closed regions. First, I delete these hatches and I am going to change the reference line mode into a hidden lines because whatever the locations we cannot able to see from our eye point of view in a left side of or right side of views, we need to indicate that. Before that, I just use an X command to explore this multiple profiles and join only the initial regions. That is a required region. Type a command of J and choose this profiles, continuity profiles. Again, type a command of J, select this opposite portions, enter it. Once we join the profiles, selecting this line, change the mode into a hidden lines. So select others, load the dash lines. It is nothing but the hidden lines. because we cannot able to see from our eye point of view directly. So change it into a hidden lines. First one. Then selecting whatever the areas which is not visible and change it to hidden lines. These are the direct representations of the side views. The whole and the sectional portions are not visible from the side view. Only the outer line profiles it is easy to view on the area. Thank you.